Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Another Bug Hunt, a Mothership actual play. I am, just like last week, joined by these 6 incredibly talented individuals. I appreciate you all taking the time out of your very busy lives to do this so much. So I want you all to go around, say hi, introduce yourselves, let people know where they can find you and all that. And we're going to go in reverse order this time. Jack, you mind starting us off?
Yeah. I am Jack Anderson. It's good to meet all you guys and see all you guys again. I am just doing improv and sketch comedy downtown this Friday. If you're in Denver, swing by the Chaos Bloom Theater, 7 p.m. The Dad's Comedy Show. We're back. It's one of our guys' last shows, and then he's moving to Thailand. So come support Gary. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great show. Sammy B is going to be a part of it. And yeah, check out the DMT Don't Miss This podcast and just enjoy the stream.
Heck yes. Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, everybody. It's good to see everybody again. I am Sean. You could find me here and anywhere else Ethan decides to throw me at, which is great. I can't wait to get murdered tonight.
Oh, good.
And yep, it's great. It's why I showed up. Yep. But it is very exciting to be back.
And that brings us to Jolly Yellow Nerd. How you doing, man? Oh, can't hear you.
So how goes it, folks? Jolly Yellow talking to you, and I have the opportunity here to play with some wonderful people, the game of Mothership. Never played it before, and now I'm ready to play it again already, and now I just hope I don't die. But normally, you can find me over on TikTok, Jolly Yellow Nerd. I'm just fighting for my life in nerd culture.
I love that no one on this screen had played a session of Mothership before last week. Friggin' killed it, y'all. Sammy B.
Yeah, hey, just like Jack said, we have a show this Friday at Chaos Bloom, but then we also have one next Saturday, October 26th in Colorado Springs, so if you're in that area, come check us out. I also run the Littleton Comedy Show, stand-up comedy showcase here at the Mirage Sports Bar, and that will be on the 25th, so come check that out. And then, yeah, like Jack said, check out Don't Miss This Podcast. DMT Don't Miss This Podcast.
Absolutely. Gabby, what's up, human?
Hello, I'm Gabby. I exist also whenever Ethan decides to have me show my face.
I like the notion that you all cease to exist when
we'll
you're not playing TTRPGs together.
Yeah, no, it's just I go into stasis. I no longer exist unless I'm right here, and then I just show back up.
Damn, that actually sounds awesome.
Right?
How'd you sign up for that? Just cryo games.
You don't want to know. It's a very long list. But looking forward to playing, and it's spooky season, so let's hope we get some good scares in there tonight.
And last but not least, Cory.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Cory J. Phillips, and I am also a figment of Ethan's imagination that just gets summoned up when he needs a TTRPG. I'm a new one, and you'll find me in most of every campaign that he has going forward beyond this point because I am an addict, and he is supplying me my fix. You can also find me at Cory J. Phillips on all social media. Love you guys.
I'm good with that. I'm actually good with that. Totally all right with that. Well, thank you all again for being here to play this game. Thank you for being in the stream. Thank you for listening after. I do have announcements that I have to make about this game. For those of you who haven't watched before or don't know about Mothership, it is very in keeping with the Alien franchise in terms of that style of horror. So, trigger warnings include arachnophobia, isolation, body horror. I have isolation up there twice, I just realized. Violence and mind control. So just be aware about those things, and if this game isn't for you, that's totally cool. Just take care of yourself. And yeah, so definitely 18 plus. That's really all I have to announce on that front. So let's go ahead and run that intro so we can jump in to session 2. In episode 1, we met our team. Members of the Metamorphosis contract crew. And the current job that the company had hired the contractors for was to investigate a terraforming base, Heron terraforming base, on the planet Samsa 6. It was relatively recently established, but more recently, contact was lost. And the group was dropped in front of Greta Base, the forward base of the station that had been set up here along with the terraforming station. Upon investigating Greta Base, they found Marines bisected, felt eyes on them, found their way inside, and found death and destruction. Bullet casings, large gashes and wounds in the walls, bodies of the crew that was stationed here. When they made their way to the command center to reestablish communications with the Metamorphosis, they discovered that the controls themselves had been smashed, but not irreparably. And so, with Wesler leading the initiative, along with several other members of the group, they started work on repairs. But while that was happening, a few split off to investigate the garage, where a repetitive thudding sound had been coming from, only for you all to discover upon entering that it was the sound of a Marine relentlessly shoveling and digging a large trench. You grabbed the tools that were requested, returned to the command center, and then a few of you felt compelled to return to the garage and investigate once again. One of you. I am being corrected. And the 3 who went to the garage this time were Holliway, Dr. Carpenter, and Charles, while David Freeman, Wiz Wesler, and Reese remained in the command center to continue work on repairs on controls. And as Charles lowered Dr. Carpenter into the hole with the intent of grabbing the shovel, after grabbing it, the Marine's head whipped around and her neck began to engorge with these marks looking like something was pressing to get out, stretching the neck to the point of tearing, ripping, as these long crab-like legs, 2.5 meters long apiece, erupt from the neck and collarbone area. The Marine giving off one final pained scream before being the top half, or not top half, from about chest up, falls off. And more of these legs rip out of the body as it is... The Marine at this point is being more worn than moving or existing itself. And the way I need everyone in here to make an immediate panic check. So this isn't a fear save. This is jumping straight to a panic check. So just a reminder as to how this works. You roll a d20 and you compare it to your current stress level. If you roll under your current, equal to or under your current stress level, you panic. If you roll above it, you are fine. So, Sergeant Holliway, or Staff Sergeant Holliway, excuse me.
Yeah.
What is your current stress level?
It is a 4.
And what did you get?
I got a 16.
You are fine. I don't know if fine is the right word, but you maintain control of yourself. And so as you maintain control of yourself, what is the first thing you do? Just
Immediately start shooting the center of mass.
Gun raised, immediately starting to fire off shots. Dr. Carpenter,
Yeah.
what did you get?
My stress currently is a 5. I rolled a 15.
15. You also maintain control, which in that moment screw it, the shovel is entirely not being held by the Marine anymore, so you just you're not connected to it anymore at this exact instant, but it is very close to you.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. I am screaming, Charles, pull me up now! And swing the shovel as hard as I can at this no longer person.
Fucking amazing. And Charles, what was your stress level and what did you get?
I stress level was 2 and I rolled an 11.
Okay, everyone maintains control. Good rolls there, y'all. So, Charles, I heard what the other two were immediately going to be doing. What would you be doing in this instant?
I would be just kind of staring at those legs, just like almost fascinated by what I'm seeing.
Absolutely. So, I think while I was wrong when I said that Holliway was fine, I think you might actually be fine. And you're just looking at this with rapt fascination. Do you do anything, or are you indeed pulling up Dr. Carpenter?
I take a second for sure, but I eventually snap back too.
Okay.
Like he's got to yell at me like 3 to 7 times.
Love it. Okay, so then here's what I need. I need rolls from both Dr. Carpenter and Holliway. This is a combat roll, and if you have relevant skills, they can be added into it. Just a reminder, it's a D100, and you want to roll under your total number. Let me know if you roll doubles. 22, 33.
All right.
Oh, you absolute. Okay, no. I have that backwards. Okay.
Oh. Got us.
I want to roll under it, right?
Yes.
I
got us in the first
thought
half.
that was a 6. I thought that was a 62, and I have a 61.
Oh. Was it
I
26?
No, it's 26.
Okay, awesome.
I flipped the dice. It's a 26, and I have a 61. Also, I forgot to mention, I am screaming run. Like, run! You pull him out! You robot bastard! Like I am screaming run.
Absolutely, as you are just firing off shots. And you hit, so go ahead and roll me that damage.
That is... A 0 is a 10, right?
Yes.
That is 15.
Woo! Okay, so I think as you are firing, one barrage of bullets goes right into a joint in one of the legs and starts to... It's still connected, but you just send this greenish, blackish blood spraying against the wall as it doesn't actually make a sound in response, but you can see as it recoils and then stretches out further, ripping more of the Marine off of it. And what you all see is it has numerous legs, long, each one of them, close to 8 feet in length, and the center of it, as it fully rips away what was left of the Marine, is just this bulbous mass of flesh. You don't see, at this moment, any eyes or head. It's just this huge flesh. So, 15 damage from you. Dr. Carpenter, what did you get on your combat? Was it a success or a fail?
So it was a fail.
Okay.
I got a 38 and I have a 36.
Oh, so
Right
close.
there. Right there.
So that is going to be, you take 1 stress for failing, and the thing is, okay, that is And Charles, at that point, you start to, after the swing misses, is when you yank the doctor up. And that now brings, well, really quick. Charles, as you start to pull Dr. Carpenter up, the camera cuts hard into the command center, where we see David Freeman, Reese, and Wesler continuing to work on the communications and controls and the computers here. And you all just hear distant gunshots, or muffled gunshots.
Does anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Did we set up
Got
a-
ugly down there.
Does anyone do anything immediate in response to hearing those?
Did we ever set up the C4 by the door? Or like right outside the
No.
hallway?
I gave it to
You took it?
the Marine.
It's
We
now
don't-
lining the hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am just feet deep into the console with little fucking jeweler's file in my mouth. Just, is everything fine? Is it all good?
I don't
Are
know.
you hearing something?
It's definitely not good. So what I'll try to do is, when we hear the gunfire, I actually kind of instinctually, like, to the door, like something might be coming through the door, or is at the door. And I kind of slowly, because didn't we get? Yes, we did get some initial equipment. So we have like submachine guns on us, I think.
Yes.
So I slowly, like, kind of start reaching for mine. I start inching towards the door.
Okay. And Reese?
Reese is going to flank the door on the other side, so we're both going up one side of it.
Okay.
We're coming
Okay.
up to it.
Okay.
So as we hear this muffled gunfire, we see as Freeman and Reese, machine guns readied, make their way in more of a defensive posture at the moment towards the door. Excuse me. So we then cut back into the garage. And as we cut back, it is going to be this thing's turn. And right now, these huge legs are digging into the mud that had been dug out by the Marine and pulling its way up towards you all, following after Dr. Carpenter and Charles, and it raises several of these legs, just revealing again this bulbish brown and green mottled skin flesh thing. And it comes down with several of the legs. So it is going to make a combat roll against Dr. Carpenter. Oh, that is so lucky. It has a really high combat score. But I rolled in the 90s, which are always a failure. And so I think at that moment, just it is coming, landing. The claws are about to land on you, and Charles just pulls you back as it digs into right where you were moments ago. And that brings us once again to you all. What are you all doing?
Okay. Do you mind if I go first? Anybody mind? Ooh, I can hear myself.
I think we're getting an echo either from, I think it might have been Jack that time. It happens to me all the time with these over-the-ear headphones that it can be picked up by the mic.
So I had lined the entire hole. Like, how many C4 charges did I receive? I was actually never told that.
How many did you have, Wiz?
Oh, let me check. Panicking. It just says explosive/detonator. It didn't really give me a.
Okay, roll me a
number. Let me
d10.
pull up Oh, I was gonna say, let me pull up the list real quick, and I can. Teamster. Number 4.
So the entry says
Yeah.
explosive charge powerful enough to blow open airlock. All organisms in close range make a body. So the number you have is kind of more just flavor. So roll a d10 for me, Sean.
Ah.
Just to see how many individual charges it was.
3.
3? Yeah, so it's 3 little ones that you've set up. But little
Okay.
doesn't mean small explosion.
Okay, so the doctor's still in explosive range, right?
Oh, yeah.
I first thing I do is like I'm
Most of
I
this
see-
garage is in explosive range. Or not most of it. If you were to divide the garage into like a grid of 3 by 3, the central portion of it would be entirely within the high damage range of this explosives. And there's an armored personnel carrier in here. It is right on the edge of that range.
I set up sort of by the armored carrier, and I am now making my way. Like I am backing up towards the corner of it to put it between me and the explosives.
Okay.
And I'm yelling to them, "Make for the door!" And I fire another volley at it while I'm with my dominant hand crooking the SMG in my arm, and I have the detonator in the other hand and so this is probably going to mess with my accuracy a little bit now. So I'm actually going to take away the +10 I get for military training.
Oh, I love a player who makes himself worse.
So just because I'm only using one arm to fire this,
I will say, the SMG specifically has a property listed in it that it can be fired one-handed. So I think you should be able to do it.
Okay, fine. I'll take. Absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to fire. I'm going to fire it, yelling, "Make for the door!" Screaming at it because I'm going to blow it as soon as that bug tries to get out of the explosive range.
Okay, Charles, what do you want to do this turn? Keeping in mind, turns in Motherships, like 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So, after you have pulled Dr. Carpenter away from this thing that came down with these sharp claws on these long legs, monstrous to behold, what are you doing right now?
I'm trying to like kind of push him. I'm trying to like get him like away from that hole because it tried to swipe at him.
Oh, Dr. Carpenter?
Yeah,
so just
Dr.
like
Carpenter.
taking him and running. Okay, absolutely. So yeah, just kind of like protect the president style, just over the shoulder, like coming and pushing over to protect Dr. Carpenter. So what are you doing, Doctor?
Running like hell with him.
Absolutely. So in that
Making
case,
for the door, just as I was told.
the two of you you manage to you're running straight for the door. So because the two of you are doing this, you absolutely reach the door, manage to run and get mostly out of it. And Holliway, because they were able to do that, if you want to change from shooting to blowing
If I see them even get to the doorway, I immediately by reaction blow all charges.
Absolutely. And it is going to have to make a body save. What is this body save? Okay. Hold on. Let me double check the stat here really quick, because I think that might be a wound. Yep. You blow this, and a couple of legs explode off of this thing. And as you see Dr. Carpenter and Charles retreating out of the door, you watch as this thing barrels towards the roll-up doors that you saw from behind the base earlier, and it barrels and punches a wall or a hole through the door as it runs and flees.
I'm gonna still fire at it as it's fleeing.
Absolutely. Just continuing to fire off shots.
While so it makes for the door. I am going to strafe towards the door to the door they left out of, still firing at it.
Okay.
And as soon as I'm to the door, I'm stop firing and I bolt down the hallway.
All right. You, the three of you run down the hallway back to command and control, and you enter in here, and or as the doors open, what do you, Freeman and Reese, immediately do? Since you were flanking and posted up at the sides of the door, as you just hear these footfalls come from outside, and then the door opens.
I have my gun raised. I'm up. I was waiting for something to try and come through the door. So when they come through,
Oh, I love we're on the same page. Yeah, they're gonna come face to face with the front of the guns as they come through.
How high are you raised?
since it's an SMG, I wouldn't put it up to the eye like a assault rifle.
Okay,
but
cool.
I think
I'm
would
gonna take a barrel to the shoulder and then just be hey. We're cool. It's fine.
What the hell happened
my
out
God.
there, soldier? What happened, soldier boy?
Hey, oh god. I'm gonna make a fear save.
Yeah, 100%.
What is 00?
A critical success.
No, there's a 4 and a 00.
Oh,
What
so
is
a
that?
4. So
Oh, 4.
as low as you could possibly roll.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Did you roll at a disadvantage?
Oh, cool. I can do that.
Yeah, you are around 2
Right near me.
androids. Thank you very much.
Androids, they'll get you.
That's a 14. I still made it.
Oof, damn. Totally
Oh.
unfazed.
As a. What's the rating of this podcast?
18 plus.
That's a fucking spider. Fucking crab ass spider. Oh shit. That came out of fucking things. I knew it was an anglerfish. Fuck you, you piece of shit scientist. I knew it was a fucking anglerfish. It was in the fucking hole. And okay, it wasn't in the hole. It was in its body and it fucking came out of. Oh, you're gonna see. This is actually my inventory. You're gonna see him pull out a flask. He's drinking whiskey out of this flask. Oh, thanks. Hey, Tweaker. I use the bombs here. Oh.
That's so too good. That threw me off a little bit. Give me a second. He's gonna pop out, and you're just gonna hear the.
Okay, I'm gonna take that as an affirmative. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. Fuck. God damn it. I need a cigarette. You better throw me that pack or I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face.
I lean out. I'm covered in wire burns and just my fingers are burned at the tips. I've got a screwdriver sticking out of my ear, and I just hold up the pack and be like, "Did they explode? Did the thing work?"
Oh yeah, it blew that thing to King Kong, ran like a little bitch.
Okay, cool, bye.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go right back into the thing, and just again, more wires are just getting thrown out behind me and stuff reconnected with the occasional zapping and smacking my head on it. And you're just hearing it under the console.
Oh fuck. Oh fucking shit.
Would anyone care to translate whatever that was that happened.
I just looked towards I'm sorry, the android that just came in with you guys. I forgot your name that quickly.
Charles.
Not the doctor.
Charles.
Charles. Okay.
Just remember
So I just
Charles
looked towards
Xavier.
Charles because yeah, he's not freaking out or anything. There's a little bit of assumption here. He's an android, so he's gonna keep his cool. What the hell happened out there?
And then there's a fascinating creature about something that has long legs, some sort. I'm fascinated. Doctor, you know what this is, right?
Oh, it's an arthropod, just like we were briefed that they discovered here, but clearly they uncovered something that's way more dangerous than we could.
Oh yeah, we were totally briefed about that. That is a little bit more than just an arthropod.
They said an arthropod. That could be a fucking daddy long legs, or it could be a giant crab spider. I don't fucking know, but I've also never seen anything gestate inside another creature like that and then explode out and just totally use it as a host and control it like that.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I know this is not your fucking thing, but this is the bullshit thing with corpo jobs. They don't give us fucking anything. Just, an arthropod. Yeah, you're right. It could have been a daddy long legs, but that is a little bit more than a fucking daddy long legs.
Telling me, I was right there next to it.
I know. I'm freaking out.
I saw. Cigarette.
Sorry, go
Another
ahead.
cigarette gets tossed out from under the console. Will you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to get this wiring done.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Doc. I've seen a lot. I've seen human on human bullshit my entire career. I've never seen human out of something out of human bullshit before.
No, neither have I. That's unnatural. I've done a lot of studying. Jesus fuck.
I give him part of my cigarette. I immediately hand it to him, and I'm like,
I don't even smoke.
I personally thought it looked glorious. It did.
In a different
It was
fucking
not
light, then maybe I could join you, Charles, but now's not the time.
It was
the
a beautiful-
Marine is just flabbergasted, just looking him dead in the eyes, like, I used to think that people wrongly, were wrong about you. I sort of get it now. I sort of get it. So this guy fucking. Oh God! You're sorry, boy. Sorry, Charles. I just
If we
that's
do,
not fair to you.
If we do kill it, I would like to have a piece of it.
It ran off. It busted through the door, which also is fucking terrifying. It demolished a garage door.
Like fucking paper.
We are going to need more explosives. That is certainly.
We're gonna need to go to the armory. I think this validates prioritizing the armory. We are severely
You didn't
Under-
wait and ran
under-
back here. You led it right to us.
What?
You didn't think to go a different direction.
No, it's outside. It did not see where we were going. I'm more
Yeah.
tactically sound than that.
Yeah.
It went the opposite direction of where we were going.
It is entirely possible that it could have turned around and seen us go down the hall. But it's just math. It's just statistics.
Charles, I blew half its body to Kingdom Come. It's going to be, if my survival instincts say anything, and I've spent a lot of time around animals and wildlife and predators, it's going to be licking its wounds for a bit. So we at least, at minimum, unless it has oh fuck, does this thing have an unnatural regeneration ability? Doc, is that a thing it could have?
As they're having this conversation, Wiz, you have been working on restoring the connection, and you get confirmation on your hand terminal that power function of some of the computers has been restored.
Do I know which functions?
as you come back out and take a look, it looks like the first ones that you got back up were communications.
Cool. So you guys are gonna hear a and see the tweaker's head pop out. At this point, that last shock, just all those little frosted 90s tips are just gone and burnt away, and it's just gonna pop out, be like, I think I got it. I think I got something. And he's gonna press the button. The camera's gonna come on and immediately fizz out, and then the communication's gonna come on instead. Yep, got it. Communications. Cigarette time. And he's just gonna sit down in the chair and just.
Old timer, get with the boat.
All right, I'm on it. So I'll head over to the console that he just restored, and I'm gonna attempt some outward communication. I would probably, I guess the drop ship would be closest, I would assume. So I guess I would try them first.
You head over to the comms terminal, and a lot of this place is still broken. It's not like the bashing that it was given to destroy it has been undone. So a lot of the lights are flickering. Some sections you can tell are still entirely beyond repair. But as you head over to the communications terminal and flip it on, over the speakers in here, all of you hear this ear-splitting, multi-layered and fluctuating in a way that makes your vision almost swim. This ear-splitting sound, and I need everyone to roll me sanity saves, please.
Oh my
Oh dear.
God. Oh no. Oh no.
All right. You all, does anyone have any skills you might try to add to your sanity save? I'm not sure.
It depends on the nature of what this scream is. Is it animal? Is it animalistic?
I don't actually, looking at the skills, I don't know if there are any that could be applied to this particular type of save.
How about even make an argument for it being if it's a mechanical noise?
It is not.
Or are you saying it's not?
It is
not
never mind. A mechanical screech.
Right.
So, then this is just versus your sanity rolls. So, who failed?
I definitely failed. 84 on the die with a 16 sanity.
Whoa. Wait, 16?
Yeah, that's...
Oh, yeah, that's true. That is what... Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, those are rough. All right, so we have Freeman who failed, Holliway who failed, Reese, and Wiz. Okay.
82.
Oof. So then, Charles and Dr. Carpenter, you cover your ears from this sound. Just making this save doesn't change the fact that it hurts and makes your vision swim. But does anyone, out of curiosity, in that exact instant, hearing this screech come over the comms and it continues to broadcast, does anyone go turn it off, or are you all just enduring this?
I think I would attempt to turn it off. Like, I'd probably get caught off guard with it.
Yep.
And then I start trying to,
So you all it only broadcasts for 3 or 4 seconds. And after 10 or so seconds, Charles and Dr. Carpenter, you kind of regain yourself. Your vision still swims just a little bit. But the other 4 of you, your vision does clear, and that sound does go away. But you hear another sound of someone, many someones, whispering in your head.
So nothing new.
I guess that's up to you.
Is it like a consistent chatter or consistent background
No,
whisper kind of thing?
Is only you only hear it for about 8 seconds or so, and then it fades away. You definitely heard whispering.
Do we get more stress? Does anything stat-wise change?
Not right now.
Okay. Sounds. Does anybody else hear voices in their head more than usual right now?
Yeah, kid, I heard something. Something went off.
Okay.
I'm gonna harp on the fact that you said more than usual.
You see how much I enjoyed taking that stim pack earlier? Look at me, Ed.
As you say, look at me, you just happen to look down at your hand and notice that your skin is breaking out in these paper cut like incisions, and you see it before you feel it. But then you feel it as it spreads across your body.
Oh.
It is only spreading slowly, but it is spreading down from your fingers, and it's already up to a little past your wrist. And as he starts doing that,
yeah,
the other 3 of you notice the same.
You notice the Marine is like his eyes are darting around, and he's darting around, and he's looking around, and he's looking at his hands, and tears are starting to go down the side of his eyes. I didn't mean to. They finally came for me. I didn't mean to. It was my fault. It wasn't. I didn't do it. So what if I ran? And he's freaking out.
Yeah, I think that is a good excuse for a fear check from you, given how you're playing that. I'm not going to force you straight to panic, but...
He, in his mind, he thinks the voices were something that he...
Actually, then yeah, in that case, straight panic check. So D20 compared to your current stress.
That's a 17 on the dice, but it's a 4 stress.
You still continue to think that. It just doesn't accelerate.
I can't be that. Anything.
I would just hand him another cigarette while it's just shaking out of my hands. Try to give him something.
It drags it down in one go, just like deep drag.
Freeman.
I just take...
I just was going to ask Freeman and Reese and Wesler, how were the 3 of you responding to this new discovery on yourself? And just a reminder, you've seen those same paper cuts before. The body in here still is covered with them. And the body you found in the mess hall. But each one of them seemed to have died from something else. One a gunshot wound to the head, the other beheading. But they each had it.
And I look down at the cuts appearing. I just blank out a bit. It's very similar to the reaction that I had when I saw the severed head previously. And clearly, I am somewhere else when I look at these cuts. Because for one moment, they look like the cuts that you're describing, but then it's kind of switched and they look like a different set of cuts, as if a window had exploded in front of you and you take all those small cut damages. That's what it looks like for a moment, and then eyes just kind of go wide. A few tears start running down my face. I That was years ago. There's no way I'm there again. There's no way I'm there again.
Could you also make me a panic check?
Okay. And how?
So that is a D20. No,
against...
just a D20. This is like the only D20 compared to your current stress level. You want to roll above
stress. Above stress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, lucky. Okay, rolled a 6. My stress is 4.
So, and that fits very much the way you described that.
And I just start wiping my eyes, and it's just like, no, that was years ago. That was years ago. That was years ago. And I kind of come out of it.
Dr. Carpenter, you, before what happened in the garage, you got the closest to that Marine. She also had those paper cuts covering her body. On every patch of skin that you could see.
I'm still shaken from the whole thing, but definitely fascinated because this is a sonic equation, not a physical attack. And I'm looking at Charles because he seems to be the only one unfazed by this, and wondering why we haven't had the same as them and what to do next. So, Charles, what were you making of this? What do we do to help them? This is crazy.
I know the cuts are just like ever expanding, like all over their bodies, or
It's slowly growing, but if you watch for just a few seconds, you see a new one. Just as their skin just separates.
This is concerning. Do you think? I don't know if there's. Do you think it was the sound?
I don't know. That's the thing. It just happened after that alarm, and or whatever came over the comms, or whatever that scream was. I've never seen anything like that.
Can we at least treat the wounds?
We need to right now. Worry about that later. I have my first aid kit here. Let's start treating them.
You begin the process of just disinfecting, cleaning, bandaging, and I think there's a moment that just kind of sums up exactly your situation, Dr. Carpenter, as you are bandaging a section, and just as soon as you were about to move on to the next person, you notice another separation just above where you bandaged. And you're just pushing back against this flood, essentially.
Yeah. Just gotta keep going. Just gotta take care of them right now. We gotta settle down. We gotta figure.
You get to Holliway, and he's like, no, don't work on me. Work on the rest of them. Don't work on me. Do they hurt? Do these little paper cuts hurt?
It's an interesting thing because the process of them opening doesn't. And I'm using opening because there's nothing cutting it. But once that internal part of you is revealed to the atmosphere, it stings. And you just have these small open wounds all over your body. And so, yeah, imagine lemon juice, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to use the pain to focus my mind out of the PTSD spiral that I'm in, that I'm currently in. And I'm going to be, nope, I like it. I like the pain. Yeah, all right. Fuck, okay. What the fuck is happening? Doc, what is this?
I've never seen anything like this ever. I can't tell if it's coming from inside or outside. What is
Is this in
happening
the
to your skin
air?
right now?
Is this airborne?
Well, I don't know why I'm not affected, why Charles isn't affected. And it just
So that
decided
has
to
to be-
start after that crazy radio frequency, or if that was a frequency, or if whatever the fuck that was.
Okay, so that's the only thing. Okay, let's take the facts. The sound played. You covered your ears. What's your name? Oh God, Charles. Did you cover your ears, or did you just? Are you just so stone cold it don't bother nothing bother you? I'm just gonna assume it's because nothing bothers him. Sound plays. We all get spider herpes. Okay, it's got to be auditory. It's got to be auditory. That's the only thing. How do you get this from a speaker?
And as we're treating them, like, it still just keeps going up.
If you were to look back at the area, if you went back to person 1 after bandaging person 4, you would have another couple inches to bandage.
I do that exact thing, and I turn to Doctor. The Doctor. These cuts seem to be ever expanding. Perhaps an amputation hypothesis is needed here.
And really quick, because I don't think I ever got back to you, Reese, how did you respond, and how have you been responding to the wounds appearing on yourself?
It's almost like a very blank analytical stare that's almost like a hyperfixation as they just watch them slowly grow, and any time they try to come over to treat, it's a waste of supplies. No point. They're just gonna keep going. Amputation's not a good thought, but not wrong either. Just never
think
looking
it's
really away
absolutely
from them,
wrong.
up the arms.
I think it's absolutely wrong, Reese. And I'll tell you why. It's on both your arms. You really want to be in this situation without opposable thumbs?
I didn't say it was correct. I just said it wasn't entirely wrong.
With the way they're moving, I don't think amputation do much good anyway.
It's a symptom of something, and if we don't move and start doing something,
Right.
we'll be dead by 1,000 cuts before we make it out of here alive. Stop wasting supplies.
That means we're on a time. No, go for it. Go for it, Wiz.
Sorry, as Reese says that, I'm over on the side trying to cinch off with wires, trying to stop the cuts from going up my arms. So, like, at random spots, you see wires just tied off, trying to do it.
Wiz
just
is
not
ready
working.
for amputation.
And when you say that, I'm just gonna look at you like, no, get away from me, man.
I just pick up a saw.
Holloway.
Good old pocket saw.
All right, everybody. Here's where I think we're at. We got a time limit, and we got to move fast. As I'm assuming we've got about maybe a solid hour before one of us starts to go, and judging by poor fools we've seen, either A, something's going to take us out, or B, we're going to take ourselves out, and I'm pretty sure these little rashes we've got is going to do it. We got to get to the armory, and we got to get in touch with the boat. But I'm assuming, safely assuming, old-timer, Wiz, you can tell me if I'm wrong. If we turn that thing back on, it's going to make it worse.
At that moment, Reese, as this conversation has been happening, you hear those whispers in your head again. But you're able to make out words. Play the signal. Spread it.
Does it feel more like? Am I just understanding, or does it feel more like a compulsion?
No, you just hear it.
Don't turn it back on. Do not.
Make them join us.
What the hell you saying?
Do not.
Why?
I agree,
You're
though.
an idiot, and I'm not.
That signal's gonna be bad news if we turn it back on.
Why are you asking?
Look at what it did in just a couple of seconds.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Wiz.
I was saying we just need to get in touch with the boat. But is turning back on just going to start playing it again? That's all I'm saying.
In your head, Wiz.
No.
Signal. Make them join us.
Wiz is just gonna be messing with one of his tools and just the voices signal. I know Reese hears it. And he's just gonna keep stuttering. But for me, Warden, I've already got coward and higher stress. Is it a compulsion for me, or is it the same as Reese?
It is not a mechanical compulsion.
Okay.
Now, that said, that doesn't mean your character can't listen to it.
I'm gonna let a dice decide this one, because this kid is freaking the fuck out. Ooh. You're gonna see a shaky hand reach towards the console, and then he's just gonna bite on the wires that is wrapped around, and just pull it back, and just lean back in the chair, and just be clicking his light at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We need to leave now. We need to get the fuck out of here. I can make more explosives. We need to leave now. I need stems. I need stems. And he's just gonna be kind of like rocket. Just try leaning towards the door.
Amazing. I saw Reese's hand.
Hearing the voices in their head. Obviously faring better than Wiz is. Reese is gonna take out their stun baton and stun him. Hit him with it to try and incapacitate him. Because it's either body save or they're stunned for a round.
All right, make me a body save.
Me?
Yep.
I was just gonna take it because there's no way he's gonna notice that. But,
Well,
Yeah,
the body
how-
save would
how
be
do
more
you-
like you don't get taken to the point of incapacitation.
oh, how do body save?
So just compare it to your body score, which is one of your 3 saves.
Aha, there it is. Okay. And that's a. I want to roll under.
Yes.
Oh, 602, 62.
62. I assume that's over your body save.
Yeah, but the 37, yeah.
So, yeah, just and is just twitching for a second. I'm going to say that I need the 3 remaining non-androids to make fear saves. Seeing that happen?
If I make my fear save, can I do an action?
Well,
based
yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah.
this?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And if you have anything, again, any skills that you think would be applicable here, like computers might be fair.
I feel like I will save. Computers?
Maybe. I'll accept the argument if you have it.
I'm going to say military training, because
Yeah.
fellow soldiers attacking other soldiers is not an uncommon thing, like infighting.
And incapacitating someone to, because they're being erratic. Yeah, I'll accept that argument. What about from Carpenter or Freeman? Any skills that you're adding?
Okay, so to be clear, this is a fear save from watching Reese stun him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what the...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just watching take a violent action against one of the crew.
I don't think I've got anything for that, so...
All right.
And we're trying to roll under...
Under with everything except panic rolls, basically. So, who failed? One fails. So, all that means for you, Dr. Carpenter, is you take one additional stress point just watching this happen.
And I'm just stacking up the stress this time.
It is arguably the most
eventful
important
day.
And it's arguably, the most important status, and it's probably the most eventful day of your life. Yeah. Any other fails?
As soon as...
Oh, both of you passed. Nice.
Yeah, I
Am I
passed.
still awake?
You are incapacitated, which, let me double check what that actually is.
He's going to send you a blank character sheet.
That's
I mean,
Instant death.
So, about that.
I think that, you're not unconscious. You are just, for one round, for 10 seconds, you are unable to make your muscles work, and then you...
so with my hair now respiked back to the 90s,
and you regained the frosted
out.
tips.
Yep. That's
Somehow.
what did it. I'm just gonna be... Oh! Oh, that sucked!
I'm going to grab
Oh.
Reese immediately. So this is all happening simultaneously. I'm going to grab Reese immediately, slam her up to the wall, take the pistol I took, and put it up into her chin. I was like, "What the hell was that?" Like, because from his perspective, all this is happening really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
And he just sees one team member attack another team member, and so he thinks that, and in his brain, somebody already shot themselves, so he thinks that this is how it starts. Like the psychosis. So he pins Reese and puts the gun. I was like, "What the hell was that about?"
Put the gun down, human.
I will blow your brains to kingdom come if I think you're about to take us all out. What was that for?
And Reese is gonna hold up either hand. One with a stun baton, and one with an SMG. If I wanted to kill him, I would have.
I see the logic in that. All right, I'm
good.
gonna let you
Good.
go.
Hold on.
I'm good.
Please. Yeah.
I'm good. I promise. I'm good. That helped so fucking much. That was great.
What?
It's the voices in the head told me to press the console button to retransmit. They're saying send the signal, join the signal, creepy weird shit. Sounds like a cult, space cult.
Oh.
It's and that shocked me out of it. I'm good. The best in a while. I'm good.
You see him.
You said the voice told you. You said the voice told you to turn the signal back on.
Same thing. Reese was talking about signal. It's you'll hear it. You're gonna hear it.
Oh hell no! Now that convinces me, just from the perspective, we do not turn that thing back on. Something wants us to turn it back on. That can't be good.
And
Okay, that's on me. That's on me. I apologize. You good, kid? You said you're good.
I'm good. I want to try to rewire to get camera or any other system back on other than the fucking signal. And would I be able to do that, Warden?
In terms of you could try. That's what I'll say.
Just try to get us a different, any different function.
Mhm.
You obviously can decide what other function other than the
Hey,
signal.
hold on, boy. Hold on. Hey, old timer. I don't know a whole lot about these Old timer, Doc, I don't know a whole lot about these bases and how they're... Would there be any way that somewhere close by, just transport that we can get ourselves off this godforsaken rock?
Well, usually once these bases are set up, transport off-world is typically a limited resource. I'm sure we'd find some carriers that'll get us around on the planet, but as far as something that can get us off, very unlikely. We'd have to manually go around and search for it, and well, we've seen how dangerous that is. But what is concerning me right now is I think we just figured out why he was trying to smash that console before he died.
I agree. Which is why I think we gotta finish the job.
So a few
But
things.
the problem is that's gonna leave us. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
sorry.
no. After you.
That's gonna leave us with very limited options of getting off this rock alive. But I don't know if I can in good conscience let this thing be. But I'm gonna leave it to the group. I can make that decision on my own.
So a few things. One, all of you remember that Greta Base was one part of the operation that had been set up down here. The main establishment was the terraforming station, the Heron terraforming station, which is north of here. And on Wiz's question, as you hop back back into work on the electronics, in just about another 3 minutes, all you had to do was go in and turn on, try to flick on the individual subsystems. You also do get back up the video feed, security cameras, from what looks like, as far as you can tell, you recognize on the screen as you come out and take a look at them, you recognize one of them with the drooping happy birthday banner, and you see yourselves. And you're also able to see several other locations in Greta Base.
And while I'm down there doing the thing, can I disconnect one of the fixes I did for the telecom or the communication? That can't work? Yep. It's just going to be a simple cut and use that power, that ground, and positive and negatives, and reattach everything else to that. Redo the HDMI cable over here, because that is the furthest of my understanding of technology. I'm gonna redo that and pop my head back out and hit a few buttons. We got cameras. Sounds dead. That was us. That us? That's not us. That was us. Okay. And I'm just gonna keep going back in, trying to see how many systems I can get up before somebody pretty much tells me to stop.
I think at this point, you examining the state of the computers, you've probably gotten up all you're going to be able to at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna just pocket some toggle switches and wires of shit I've torn apart for future exploding times for everybody else to use.
Got it.
And yeah, that's it.
Cory?
Hold on. This is a previous feed. This is the past.
Oh no, it's present. It is a current security readout. But as you mentioned that, and Wiz, you just work a little bit on your terminal, you can see that all the memory banks, the data, that's all been trashed. So all you can currently use the computers for is the current feed. In
So
terms
it's
of
just
the
a
cameras.
So zero recording, zero history, just straight live feed.
Yeah, it's just it is a current security system. It is a current feed. So you can see yourselves bent over the computer terminal here, and you can see also the garage. Each of the locations is labeled on the little screen, and there's just a little bit of static on the screen. You see the garage, the huge crater that the C4 just went further into the hole that had been built. And there are, you can see that some things here are still smoking. You take a look at the armory screen, and it certainly doesn't look like an armory. All you can really make out from here, it looks like a pile of metal in the middle of the floor. You also can see the feeds from the med bay, the commissary, where you are. Yeah.
So there's
I'm cycling through. Armory looks trashed. The med bay, okay.
Med bay
what about
looks
the living
pretty okay.
living quarters?
There's a camera outside of the crew habitat, but not inside of it.
Oh,
Semblance of privacy and all that.
what the corporation cared about people's privacy for once, guys. Look at that. Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Oh
yep,
my
that's great.
Fucking God.
You can see, though, from the feed that looks at the crew habitat door, graffitied on the door leading into it is comms off.
I'm fixated on the armory. It's like there no intact gun lockers, nothing. It's just demolished.
You can see that the blast door that normally secures the armory is entirely off. It is just open. And those are heavy. But yeah, you can see that there are lockers. All the doors are open to the lockers. But there are those open lockers and this pile on the floor. The feeds themselves, they're not, they're not
Super.
4K. So, Freeman? Can't hear you.
So I look back over at Wiz. You said the sound was off
I the
on the video feed.
No, just I cut the telecommunications so that fucking sound doesn't come back.
Of course.
But and I zoom and enhance cliche onto the door for the
graffiti.
For the graffiti.
Yep. I got caught up in my own stutter for a second. Damn it, Wiz. Chill out, kid. No, so I zoom on the people live in the quarters, that place. Zoom in on that door, and it just says what
Comms off.
Ethan stated.
Comms
off. I'm like,
Okay.
most likely the sound travels through comms, so no comms. Everyone shut your radios off on your thing. No comms.
All right. So, and that's what I was going to get to. So that means with no communications like that, that sounds like, if we split up, it's going to be a lot more dangerous because we won't have our comms on us. And along with that, I check my arm again. Are these cuts still progressing?
Yep.
They're still progressing. And we still need to figure out what the hell this is. I don't know what we got going on in here, Soldier Boy, but that's some serious shit.
Freeman, you hear in your head, radio. Turn it on. The met. Oh, nope, wouldn't know that. That was me metagaming.
It was trying to tell me to turn my radio on. I don't know, I guess it's clipped up here like a cop. And I actually pick it up for just a moment. And they all see me.
Boss. No.
And I see I see Reese.
Reese with the baton.
And that kind of shakes me back in, and in fact, I I then just take my radio, and I'm going to assume there's probably like a battery pack of some sort in this thing, right?
Yeah, fair.
Like like I, be able to pop it open, take out his battery pack, and like, put it in the pocket, and then put radio back in place. So I have taken, took the battery out of the radio. So at least if I try to do that again, I'd have to go through all those steps. And if I'm losing it,
It's like proper
somebody
gun
might
storage
catch me.
safety,
So-
keep the ammo.
Holloway sees all this and is like, no, old timer. And here. Hand me the battery.
All right, take it out. That's all right. I hand it over to him, and I'm like,
And I take it and I immediately give it to Reese.
all right. It's like, who's gonna watch the Watchers around here?
That's
I think
well, Reese
everybody should
already
do the
stunned one of us, so I think she seems to be most in control.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Carpenter?
I think we should all do the same. We should
Good
all
move, Soldier. Good idea, Soldier Boy.
All right.
radios.
So as we see some of you removing the power source from your radios, putting them back on, and it's just one more step that you are separated and isolated. Just one more step between you and the safety of the metamorphosis. And as we see you all still here, huddled up in the command center, figuring out what to do next, let's take a quick break so people can go to the bathroom, get their drinks, all
I do
that.
need to pee.
I assume we will be back here soon to see what they all do, so don't go anywhere. Be right
I
back.
badly want to lick a battery now.
To go there now. Doc can't have but so many med supplies on him.
I just slide a cigarette between his hand on his face.
Okay. No one else can ask, where do you keep pulling those from?
And you just like see, just they're like, it looks like a pack of cigarettes is just shoved like little bandolier of just cigarettes and tools and wiring. It's just
Can I try one of those?
that's just sure. Here,
I take it and I
no,
eat it.
turn it around. Turn the filter in mouth. Filter in mouth.
I think we need to go to the med bay.
Android trying to smoke. I now think I've seen everything.
Is that how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Right.
Are you trying to like copy the human? Yep. Yeah. That's dead on. And then you eat it.
All right.
Oh God.
Now I understand. Makes me look cool.
All right, let's make it to the med bay.
Out of character, trauma bonding.
All right, you're heading to the med bay?
Yeah.
All right. You head out of the command center, and all you have to do is take a left, and it is right at the end of the hallway there. And when you walk into the med bay, it's relatively small. It's a small medical area. And it's bifurcated. There is a glass wall that separates the two parts of this station. The side you're on right now has a small bank of computer terminals, all of the screens and lights black. There are scattered some piles that are still neat and orderly, others that have been just thrown and littered across the floor. There is, on the opposite side of the glass, what looks like the med bay itself, a operating room.
Well, Doc, that's your specialty.
Well, not exactly, but I do have just rudimentary training on all this stuff.
And just a
I think
reminder,
it's best.
in here, all of what you're seeing is being lit by the few flashlights that you currently have. Please continue, sorry.
Let's see if we can get some lights on in here first and foremost.
I will also mention, I am sure they have amputation tools in here somewhere.
Enough with the amputation, man.
I swear to God, Charles, you say amputation one more time, I will shoot you.
It's just
Just
a
amputate
backup measure.
One of his own fingers. He wants an amputation done. Do it for him.
So, is there anywhere or on any particular thing that anyone is focusing their efforts, investigation, looking at, just so that I know? Yeah. What about you, Holliway?
I'm going to be looking for supplies. I'm going to be loading up every bit of every pocket I have with supplies I can find. I'm also prioritizing painkillers.
Okay.
Possibly.
Love that. Okay. What about the rest of you? You don't all have to be looking at things. You might just be standing around waiting.
Are there any stims?
You're looking around for stims. Got it.
Specifically stims.
Okay.
Oh, also adrenaline. I'm looking for like an EpiPen.
Got it.
Or something.
Okay. So the two of you looking for supplies. What about the rest of you?
I'm picking up sharp objects exclusively. And just tagging them.
Okay.
I'm looking for some kind of other way to light the room that isn't just our flashlights.
Got it.
Some kind of switch, light switch,
Okay.
control panel.
Reese, Freeman.
Reese is going to be staying near the door as more like a lookout.
Got it.
In regards to the lighting, is there maybe like, I think I'll join the doctor in looking for like a light panel,
Okay.
and then maybe I find something and maybe I can try to jury rig something up to get some lights on in the room. So.
Got it. Love it. So we're going to start with the two of you because it's right by the door next to where Reese posted up. You see the panel that controls the lighting for in here. And as you go and tap on it, Dr. Carpenter, the lights do come on, but they are flickering. Almost more hindrance than help. Like a strobe light isn't always that helpful style thing. But then go ahead and Freeman, make me a jury rigging intellect roll. So you'll add your jury rigging score to your intellect and roll that again, trying to roll under. Holliway, you just find a bottle, pick it up and rattle it. Got some basic painkillers in there. But as you and Wiz are looking around for supplies, you notice that this side of the med bay doesn't have many. But as you shine your flashlights on the opposite side, you see that's where the main medical supplies are, because that is the operating and medical facility. And before I describe that just a little bit more, Charles, remind me what you were doing. Oh, you were looking for anything sharp. That's right. The main things in here that you find that are sharp are like the broken pieces of monitors and things like that. It's fairly orderly in here, and most of the surgical tools, again, be on the other side. So as a few of you congregate and look through the glass, you notice a few things. Most of the equipment in here is smashed, or a few have been, as your flashlight lingers on it, it looks like fused together. There's this almost metallic-looking webbing that is spread across several of the pieces of equipment in here. You see what looks like a med pod. Those are pretty helpful, but this one is well outside of order. You also see in here there are other things that you notice, but the thing that really catches your attention first, after the med pod, is when the flashlight goes over 4 large specimen tubes. There's this brackish liquid that fills all of it. Looks like liquid. And floating inside are these masses of flesh about 1.5 feet, 2 feet in size. And you can't help but immediately think that those are larvae of some sort. There is also an upturned surgical bed in here, but the door to get into the med bay is currently locked. Into the operation room, excuse me. So, Freeman, what did you get on that roll?
Okay, so I got a 27
Woo!
Versus my 54.
Easy. So yeah. It takes you just a minute or two, and as you're working on it, eventually the lights come on more stably. They still flicker occasionally, but you're able to at least get them. You diverted a little bit of power from the mess hall. Doesn't need it right now. And so that's in here instead. Holloway?
Describe this operating room door to me.
Sure. The door is pretty, very well sealed. Makes sense. That's the point of the room being bifurcated. There is a key card lock next to it that, with the additional power that was diverted into here by Freeman, it lights up. And now all of you are able to see into the operating room as well. Is it what?
Is it sturdy?
The lock or the door?
The door.
I mean, it's intended to be airtight, but it's not armory level heavy. You might be able to blast it,
but more than a human kick could.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just want to save your knee.
Yeah, I'm wondering, because I think I remember one of you looted the lieutenant. Did you find any kind of a key card? No?
Nope.
Okay.
And I just have his dog tag. Like, I reach into a pocket, like, just his dog tag. Nothing else. Well, hold on. I look around. Are there any bodies in this room?
So, in this part of the room, no. In the analysis section of the med bay, no bodies. But as you go look again through the glass, Near that surgical bed that is upturned, you see something familiar to you and to Charles and to Carpenter. A black, crab-like limb nearly 3 feet long, poking or partially obscured by the bed, but just sitting there.
We all see this now?
As soon as any direction is, if you want to see it, absolutely.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
That's the thing that came out of that Marine's neck.
That's
like
not a
Or something like it.
that's not a fucking anglerfish. What the fuck is that? Why do you keep saying what?
No, that's you weren't there. You didn't understand the analogy.
It's one of the creature's appendages.
Creatures, as in plural, multiple.
Oh, just
Yeah,
one.
there's a lot of them.
When looking at that, can we see if there's a bot? Is it just a loose limb, like it's been torn off?
As far as you can
sitting
see,
there, or
it's just a leg. It's still,
as far as we can
and this
see.
one
Okay.
has a hardened carapace on it that you didn't see the other one. It has hardened carapace on the outside of it, crab-like.
I hate how you said as far as you could see.
That doesn't mean that there's more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it very closely,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my wilderness survival training.
What are you trying
Because every
to
animal,
perceive
no
from
matter
here?
no matter how still an animal is, they still move just ever so slightly if they're alive.
Got it.
And if this is an arachnid, there's a possibility that it is a shedded husk, that it molted to get larger.
Oh.
So what I'm looking for is ever so small movements.
I love this. And so what we see is Holliway just press his face up against the glass and is just staring intently. And we'll get back to you because you have to watch it for a while. Would anyone, Reese and Charles, given what everyone else has been doing, maybe actually Carpenter and Freeman after you got done getting the lights on, was anyone checking out the papers around here or checking out any other parts of the room?
That's what I was going to go look at next.
That makes sense.
Was
to
try
me.
and find some sort of charts if there were any patients in here that were patient 0, maybe.
Pushing aside papers, and you, after shoving a few aside, you uncover, it wasn't hidden, it was just covered, but you find a logbook. And you flip it open to the most recent entry. The hand that you see that has written this, and it is handwritten, is... You're a doctor. Looks like a very excited doctor. So even more difficult to read than usual. There's almost no separation between words here. It's just a string of letters with barely noticeable separations. At last, progress. I have done it. We have discovered that the carcinids use a shrill, piercing shriek as both a signal, but more importantly, as a catalyst for replication. A cry I have labeled the Krebslieder, or crab song. A literal song of creation. What truly magnificent creatures. And yes, I must begrudgingly admit that Hinton did much of the initial legwork on this discovery, tireless and efficient as one might expect from a machine. It collected the data, but it was I, who truly put 2 and 2 together. Hinton may have handed me the pieces, but it was my brilliance that saw the pattern, that grasped the significance of the song. Without my insight, this discovery would have remained lost, a riddle whispered in the dark.
Oh, it's just fucking great. If I'm reading this totally correctly and this guy didn't lose his sanity, it seems like he encouraged this acceleration, which, God, I love scientists.
What acceleration?
So, according to these notes, the signal is something that these things are putting out. What they call them, serapids. I guess they gave them a name. They've known them. Carcinids. There it is. Carcinids. They've been studying them, apparently, and apparently they give off a signal that helps with replication. So that signal is like how they breed.
And just so you all know, I sent that to you in the Discord chat if you want to.
Yeah.
So you don't have to remember everything I said since it's written down. Holliway.
While I'm staring at it, I'm maintaining focus on the leg. Out the side of my mouth is like, Doc, are you telling me that we know that all four of us that have our little paper cuts and our little wounds are now carriers of these little baby crabs, and that what's gonna happen to us is what happened to that Marine in that pit?
I can't say that with any conclusive confidence, but that seems to be what they figured out, was this crab thong is what they use.
The whispers again.
All four of you heard that. There wasn't any specific words, but you felt the touch on your mind.
Okay. Question. While I'm watching this thing, is there any pure alcohol in this room? Can somebody find me some very pure alcohol in this room?
Sure, there's some.
Can you bring that to me?
You
Bring that to me, buddy.
You don't want to drink it. It doesn't work.
I won't get drunk off this?
You will, but I
Okay.
promise you, it's that's not a good one.
If they're gonna take my mind, they're gonna take a shitty one.
I'm gonna need you to make me a body save, consuming
All right.
100% rubbing alcohol.
Isopropyl alcohol.
Or 93,
Isopropyl
whatever it is.
99.99.
Got that Everclear shot.
It's some ridiculous. Yeah. It's
Even
some
if it were
ridiculous-
labeled Everclear, I'd still make you take a body save for taking a shot of
That's
that.
worse than Everclear.
I know it is.
Yeah, it's just a bottle of Everclear. It's
What'd
not
you
even
get?
isopropyl.
Please be a critical success.
It was a 97.
That is an auto failure. So you take
Oh.
this shot or you take this swig, and about 30 seconds later, your stomach burns. And about 2 minutes later, it starts to revolt against you, and it just immediately comes back up. You go,
It was worth a shot.
"Ba-dum-tsh."
I guess we can safely assume he lost his concentration on the crab leg. All right.
No. Hold on, I gotta roll. Hold on, let me give me a second.
What are you rolling? I didn't even make you.
I 100% did not break concentration because that is a
Also-
16 on the dice.
Also, though, because you failed that body save, that is a stress point.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right.
Now, as it took about 2 minutes before you retched this back up, during that time you were still focusing. And there's the slightest twitch.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that thing's waiting for us. It's in there. It's not a mold. It's not a shell. That's definitely one of them in there waiting. Probably like one of those pit spiders, you know, the ones that hang out in the sun, underneath the sand and wait for its prey to come to it. What do you want to do?
That seems to be how it was in the garage. They like to wait. So, I personally don't think we should even attempt to go in there.
Is there anything to gain by going in there?
Except for being able to potentially look at the matter of these creatures, which I could do something with. It's too dangerous, too risky.
Okay, so if there was any scanning equipment in here, we'd have to get past that crab leg, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
thought
not a
so.
leg. It's not a whole. It's not just a leg. It's a whole spider.
Well, of course. I'm trying to get past that. Because
Here's the deal, guys. I'm a little conflicted. I want to go in there. And I'll tell you why. Because I got spiders in me, and that's freaking me out. So unless somebody talks me down for this, I want it in that room. Because I want to get these spiders out of me real bad.
Don't make me stun you again.
You didn't stun me. You stunned the
That
tweaker.
stuns somebody. Looking around for vents again. Is there a vent in this room or in the other room?
Both, actually. There's one in the ceiling in this room. And it leads... You're an android. It leads the general direction towards the entrance of Greta Base. So, based off of studying the map, probably back towards the kitchen area. There's also, as you look through the glass, you spot a vent. You only see just the corner of it, right behind the bed.
Right near where that leg
Yeah, huh?
is. Yeah, okay. And Reese is just gonna point that vent out.
And
You said it was
What's your
fitting
point?
inside a person?
yeah, it seemed pretty big though, right? It was pretty big the last one I saw.
The last one you saw? I mean, the legs were 8 feet,
8 feet.
by themselves.
And where did it fit? Where did 8 feet of legs fit inside the
A
person?
body. That's a good point. That's a very good point.
had to be folded up somehow.
Humans.
I'm wondering now, with that vent there, if there's some sort of a sterilization process for the room that we could maybe drive it out through that vent before even
Or
getting
kill
in
it.
there.
Or kill it
Hopefully kill it. Hopefully
with
kill
the
it. Or at the very
sterilization.
least try and
That
try
is,
that.
see, and I walk up to the the scientist. And I'm like, that's thinking with that big AA brain. Now that's thinking. Like he's so excited.
It's certainly possible, Carpenter. But right now, if that were something that were built into this facility, it would likely be controlled by the computers on this side, which at the moment are dark. Just a reminder, though, for what it's worth, do with it what you will, you did see a small generator, a backup generator, in the garage while you were in there.
Let's say we go turn on that generator, power
Okay.
this thing up, and gas that bug.
So before that, so you're talking about the possible backup generator back in the garage. Is there any possible way, even at the cost of messing up the lighting, to maybe power that system right here in the med bay?
With your knowledge of the, after just a little bit of jury rigging, reading the current power output that's available in the base, right now it is on the smallest of trickles of remaining power. With the amount that's currently here, powering the lights is about all it can do. and a few of the doors. To do something like this computer bank, it would require something more like the generator.
Okay. So,
Looks like we're going back to the garage.
All roads seem to keep pointing back there.
All right. Back
All
to the
right, who
garage
wants
it
to go to
is.
the garage? We're all going this time. You all can see the fun hellscape that is the garage.
The thing you
All right, let's go.
Screaming like a child?
What's that?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Just
You say something, Donna?
Just Reese being sassy.
No, okay. I didn't hear it. I'm a little, whoo. The shot did something, even if it didn't do a lot. All right.
All right.
Yeah, it
All right,
did.
come on. Come on, Soldier Boy. Get your head in the game.
All
We can
right.
also check out that. We can also check out that APC when we get in there.
Yeah. So we're going to go down the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
back to the garage.
All right. You all start heading back down the hall, opposite end from where you currently are, to the garage. And when you arrive, it does look very similar to how most of you have already seen it, but those of you who weren't here most recently, there's a very large crater. Not very large. There is a significant crater that has been blown in here from 3 C4 charges. About 20 feet across in total has been damaged and blown to bits. The outside of the APC is scorched. And the rest of the garage is still roughly as it was.
I run to the APC and I'm going to start checking it for any weapons that might have been prepped and set in there.
Okay. The door's currently closed, but you because it has its own independent power source, you press the keypad on the outside and the side doors open. And when you walk in, you enter into the transport side, not the driver's side, because you were looking for weapons. And the first thing that you see is a Marine. He's wearing a tinfoil hat and is currently holding in his hands a grenade. And you instantly notice that the pin has already been pulled. And he is just holding it. He has his legs tucked up against himself, and he is just rocking back and forth. Doesn't acknowledge your entry. And he is alive.
All right, boy. Rough day. You better say something sane or I'm going to send you to God.
He, as you start talking, I want to go back. I won't go back to the hive. I can hear them. Looks up at you. You see that his face is covered in those paper cuts and just looks you right in the eye. You hear them too, don't you?
Yeah, I got a bloody nose for the effort. Listen to me, buddy. You can go
They're
back to him if you
awakening.
want to.
They're awakening.
I'm gonna corner him. I'm now gonna be around the corner, trying to put as much armor plating between me and him while still keeping my eyes on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell back and it's like, "Hey, we got a bit of a problem in the car." I'm yelling to the rest of the group.
Got it. You all hear this?
Yeah, what's going on?
We got another live one, and he's talking to Bug Jesus.
He's talking.
Yep, he seems to not be super infected because he's responding to me. But he's got a live grenade. You gonna use that grenade, boy?
Freeman, I saw your hand.
Okay. So I do hear that situation going on, but look, shit is real. I'm looking for that backup generator.
You immediately find it.
All right, so I, pull some machine gun, and I'm kind of still trying to, generally looking around it to make sure there's no, waiting traps or trapdoor crabs or anything, but I am making my way to that generator.
Yeah, absolutely. You make your way to it. And as you do, and you look at it, it's still in working order. It hasn't been broken or disconnected or anything like that. As far as you can tell, all you have to do is switch it back on.
Okay. So, I'm not going to switch it on just yet.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for we've done everything in this room we can do, and I'm going to head it on the way out.
Got it.
I'm just gonna chill on the generator until we're ready to clear out.
So right now you're just over there inspecting it, making sure it's all good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And what about the rest of you upon hearing all of this?
Reese is gonna make their way over to Holliway. But
see the
come
same
up flanking
thing?
the other side.
Okay.
Stun baton in hand
Got it?
to possibly stun this guy and hopefully maybe shock him if he seems like he's gonna go for something.
Hey, Reese.
They're calling me. I want to contribute. And he is thin. Very clearly malnourished.
Hey, Reese.
Mm.
Here's what I want to do. I'm gonna rush him, and I'm gonna grab his hands because you look real close. He's got his fingers in that pin. I'm gonna grab him around his hands, and I'm gonna tackle him. You're gonna stun his ass to Kingdom Come to where he doesn't think another thought for the rest of his days. And I'm gonna hold him there, and then we're gonna tape his hands shut so we can check the rest of this. But if we're gonna do this all at one go, right? Because otherwise, it's gonna blow me to bits. But I'm gonna jump on the grenade. At least if it does go off, I'm the only one that dies. You guys take the rest of what's on this here vehicle. Get me?
Humans. Got it. Yep.
3, 2, 1. And I'm gonna jump at him, aiming to grab his hands around the grenade and tackle him.
It's the easiest thing in the world. He doesn't resist. You
I have
knock
my
him
hands around the
over,
grenade.
and now the two of you are just sitting there clutching that grenade, and he is inches from you, and he stinks. And his nose is just right next to yours, and you're looking at him in the eye, and he just says, I know you can hear them too. We have to go back to them. They're calling us.
Headbutt.
Yeah. I'm going to ask for a combat roll for that. So that's combat and military training, unless you can think of anything else that would fit better here.
No, I think that's perfectly fine. My combat's pretty high. And 00 on the die is...
Means it's
so
single
that's an
digits. 8.
That's 8.
Huge success. So you just nut him right in the face. And he releases the grenade, and it is still in your hand now.
Yep. Okay.
You got it. No.
And I'm gonna back out of the. And as I was like, still holding, it's like, all right, Reese, you take care of this, and I'm gonna go to the hole in the door of the garage door, and I'm just gonna chuck it out the hole.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And I do just have to check in with everyone else and ask, while this has been happening, what has Dr. Carpenter and Charles and Wiz specifically been doing?
Well, I'm
Wiz?
definitely piqued interest over that, so I do approach.
And you approach in so you're going into the APC?
Yeah, like
Okay.
about there, right when he comes running
Yep.
out with the live grenade to
So
go
you
throw.
watch him like just walking out with this very clearly
Yeah.
displayed to everyone. When
Yeah.
you poke your head in, you see the unconscious Marine. And you also notice that you can see up to the front of the APC, and you can see that the controls in here are still powered and seem to still be functional. And just a short time later, you all hear a explosion as a grenade is tossed through the open hole and just detonates outside.
The fuck, the grenade. I could have made an explode thing, but you already made it explode. Okay.
What? I didn't know you could do that. That's on me. I'm sorry. I just, it's a live grenade in my hands, and I really didn't want it in my hands. You can probably understand that was not a.
And Charles, what about you? What have you been doing?
Oh, yeah, I've been watching it the whole time.
Just watching
But-
this whole scene unfold. Perfect.
Yeah, but also just like
voyeur in
popcorn.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I love that Charles is like the camera guy that survives. everything.
Charles
Yeah.
is like the audience. You know, in Greek theater, someone had to represent the audience, and Charles is that here.
He's the camera guy. He's the camera guy on Cops. Is just
Yeah.
running behind everybody.
Oh, he's the one running next to the Flash. Like, yep, you're running fast, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. So
exactly.
now what?
Uh,
You have
now
an
with this
unconscious
unconscious
Marine.
guy.
Yep.
Yeah, with this unconscious guy, I have a foldable stretcher in my kit, and I'm gonna get that out and set it back up. And Reese, did he say anything? Did you hear him?
You heard as he was talking to Holliway. Absolutely.
Yeah. What did you pick up anything from what he might have said?
He wants to help the hive.
Hi.
Wants to be useful. He's gone. Long
Or
gone.
maybe he knows where this hive is, so we can avoid it. Can you help me load him onto the stretcher?
No. He's a liability.
I mean, we're all a kind of liability at this point. We're still here, and if we don't know how to get out of here or anything more about these creatures and what they're capable of, I don't see what else to do with that.
At this moment, Holloway comes back up. Actually, this little jackass puts me in a good mood, to be honest.
Why?
I mean, I thought you would have noticed by now, Egghead. Look at him.
What? Because he's not a spider?
He's not a spider, but he
Okay.
has all the cuts. He has all the cuts, and he's been here long enough that he can be emaciated, meaning that there is another part of this process that has to happen before we have spiders come jumping out of our bodies. Meaning that we have a little more time than we thought we had. Now, mind you, his mind's gone, so that's definitely a ticking clock that we all have going on right now. Or at least most of us. You guys seem to be perfectly fine, which I will point out is unfair. Anyways, but that's a good moment. Now, as far as I kind of agree with Reese, I don't really know how any of this works. Maybe he can. That's why I headbutted him. Maybe he can talk and get into my mind and make it worse. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. All I know is that.
Wiz,
Go
I
ahead.
also saw your hand, so I want you to be able to get in here.
Sorry, I was gonna go off of what Doc was talking.
Yeah.
So the military stretchers, or not stretchers. Stretchers. They actually, you can immobilize the body completely. Like they do it so they're immobilized and can't move. So, but you guys moved on from that. So I was
No,
just
but
gonna be
that's-
like,
that's
nope, this
totally
works perfectly
valid.
for what you're trying to do.
That's totally valid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he'll be
Yeah,
bound. please.
I agree with what the tweaker said. Like, it'll mobilize him so we can take him if we want to. But
having been in a few times, it's a real tight hug. Yep, it's great. It's great.
How about, yeah, Freeman?
So now that they've had all of that situation, and I'm gonna assume that maybe the generator's far enough away that I didn't quite hear everything. Or
You just
am
hear
I?
you hear that there is definitely commotion, excited talking.
I hear commotion,
and you definitely
okay.
heard a explosion as the
grenade.
grenade was detonated.
Okay, so moving to that, I hear that hear the grenade go off, and y'all still having your commotion over there, and I kind of just like, are we still doing this, or what's going on?
Just a
Yeah.
thumb pokes out from the APC.
We need to leave. That
hold on.
slows us down.
Whole reason
Hold up.
I came in this whole vehicle is to find guns.
And Freeman, I want you to be able finish what you're doing in response.
Okay, all right, and I kind of, I guess, yell across, are we ready to go ahead and flip this thing and get the hell out of here?
Not quite.
How far
just that.
is the generator from the commotion at the APC? We're talking, what, 15, 20 feet?
Closer to about 50 or 60.
50 or 60? Okay, I'll stay by the generator. I was about to go kind of like a
It's not
speed
that
walk
far.
over there to find out what
60
the hell's
feet
going
is
on.
not that far.
No, I'm not. Zero chances.
Is
So you'll see me over there kind of pacing by the generator, looking
right.
a little impatient.
Okay. Wiz?
is there anything lying around that I can do to make either a type of scanner or half of a detonator? Just literally anything I can try to tech together, or is that
So,
pushing the
as you're looking around,
system a little much?
Not pushing the system, but as you look around the garage in the APC, you notice that the fact that you found any tools is honestly a miracle, because a lot of the things here have been stripped, ostensibly by those who were trying to survive here before you all arrived and had the same ideas, trying to collect weapons from the APC, which now the weapon racks sit empty, collecting wires, detonators, explosives, tools, whatever it may be. Now those cabinets and lockers sit bare, as this place was stripped in desperation.
Well, looks like the generator's the only thing we got. Well, fucking hell. Oh, God. All right. I wander out of the armored vehicle, and I'm like, I look at Freeman, and I just shake my head. Nothing.
Carpenter, as you were the one who noticed the controls still being active, I'll say even from here, you can see that the navigation portion, the navigation controls and display seem to be displaying a map, a series of directions.
Oh. I climb up over the guy into the cockpit and start taking a look at the nav control panel.
Everything in here seems to be in working order, and it's all on. Like I said, No, go ahead.
Seems like he was getting ready to go, or was just ready to go. But where?
Looking at the
hive.
nav panel, it's actually currently navigating to what is labeled Heron, the Heron terraforming base. But like I said, everything in here seems to be in working order, from the communications to the nav.
I'm definitely not touching the communications. My best guess is that the hive is in the terraformer. but that's just a guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Do with that information what you will.
yeah. Well, I still want to get this guy onto the stretcher.
Yeah,
and
no
then
problem.
Just regroup everything back in the med bay. So,
Is that what y'all are doing?
Can somebody help me put this guy on the stretcher and carry him? Charles?
I'm on it.
Charles raises a hand and Holliway joins in with the two of them lifting the now unconscious with a bloody nose Marine, who, as you put him on the stretcher, does start to... Oh. Okay, yeah. Begins just coming around to consciousness a little bit as you strap him in place. Do you all then start to leave? All right.
Yeah, I think we should regroup in the med bay.
So then, as the group starts to leave, Freeman?
All right, so seeing everybody clearing out, I will then finally flip on, turn on, activate the backup generator, and
You hear the machinery grind to life, and lights all around you. So, those of you who are in the hallway already, and Freeman still here in the garage, lights kick on. The hum of the station can once again be heard as the environmental systems kick on. There's a loose wire that is just sparking a little bit here in the garage as you do. And there is a sudden loud noise coming from the dining hall as you flip it on. But it isn't a high-pitched one. It's not a screech. But as there is a sudden loud noise, could everyone with advantage, so roll it twice and take the lower result, make me a fear save, please. As this base that was quiet aside from you all, there's suddenly
And that's the D100.
Yep, D100 twice. Take the lower and compare it to your fear save. Who failed? No one! Fantastic! Has everyone finished rolling? Are we still at no one failing? Hot damn! What's up, Wiz?
Question. What 1, 0, 8, 18?
1, 0, and an 8 is 18, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I got 108 somehow. I panicked. I in life panicked. I'm sorry.
Remind me to question your rolls more often. If you're rolling 108 on a D100.
the game is really getting
Right,
to it.
I can take that really long walk to double check.
I got a 27 on my D20 roll, so add in my 10.
I genuinely panicked because I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
but it looks like everyone passes, which is good and fitting because it's just a sudden shock as there's this loud noise. But eventually you realize it's just loud party music that is playing from the direction of the mess hall. Freeman.
Yeah, that won't direct a whole lot of attention. All right.
So with rolling on the fear, is this one of those where if you get doubles, it can make a difference?
Potentially, yeah.
Okay, because my fear is 39 and I passed with a 22.
22. So not only do you not take stress from this, like there's just a small moment of personal satisfaction as an older school engineer of just listening to the hum of machinery and the personal satisfaction of watching the system kick to life again. So just for a moment you
Pull out screwdriver, kind of twirl around on my fingers like a little victory. And yeah.
All right. As you all return to the med bay, you now have this semi-lucid individual on the stretcher. You set him down. Then what?
All right, Doc, gas it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the computer and start looking for a
Cool.
sanitizing purge kind of thing.
Make me an intellect roll, and this is going to be combined with any relevant skill that you may have regarding computers or hacking or anything like that.
All right, cool. 94.
94. So, you start going through the system, and it's on, but it is a nightmare to get through, as it is constantly losing power just enough that you lose your progress, and you just get, as you spend a couple minutes frantically going through here trying to find a disinfectant or a gas or some sterilization feature, and after a few minutes, when you finally come to the realization that these dumb fucks never installed one here, that is not part of their system, you take a stress point as you just push the keyboard aside in absolute frustration.
Well.
There's no sterilization in there.
Well, we're not out of the woods yet. Hold on. I feel like there's a thing I vaguely know about where you can combine two chemicals and they make a gas, and it's pretty fucking poisonous, and it just... I can't remember what they are. Like, it feels like a thing that exists, or maybe it's a movie thing. I don't know. Any of you eggheads, smart people, know anything? Nothing?
That's outside of my wheelhouse. Doc?
I mean, yeah, there's plenty of harmful chemicals that you can make an inhalant out of that could be, life-threatening, deadly, but I mean, unless there's like ammonia and bleach lying around, I don't see it.
There might be.
Well,
Because that would be cleaning supplies, right?
Potentially.
Bleach, definitely.
yeah.
Bleach
And ammonia.
definitely would. Yeah. So. Okay. But we still got to get into the room.
Yeah, how
Which
are
we
we going
don't-
to feed it into that room?
Yeah. Oh.
I look back at... I was kind of looking around the room, and when Reese was checking for vents earlier, would we have known Reese was looking at the vents and pointed them out and everything? Or we wouldn't know that?
I assume that's totally fine.
I
Okay.
did bring up the one nearest to the leg.
The crab leg. Okay. Well, we could get some chemicals up in that vent and then close this side of it off. Then it has no choice but to filter over into that side and gets into the room.
You want to get close to that.
Wait, okay. I think I misunderstood then. I was thinking that there's one vent that's here near us, which connects to the system onto the others.
You don't know
on the
where
other
it,
side.
where it leads to is the thing. And vents
Okay.
may lead from one room to another. It doesn't seem likely that there would be a vent that leads from the sterilized section into the main section. It would likely have its own source for that, so that it isn't contaminated.
I'm an engineer, not a scientist.
Damn it, Jim!
Oh, guys, we're in a pickle. We're in a pickle here. Like, we got no armory, at least none that none that we can see. Where the med bay has got a spider in it, and we have no way of gassing it.
All of you, as
Not to mention,
as this exact line is being said, I just need everyone to roll me. This isn't a save or a check. This is just to see something. Everyone roll me a D100, and I just want to know who gets the lowest.
32.
Nice. So shout it out if you got lower than a 32. All right. 32 is our lowest, which again makes sense. Because, Dr. Carpenter, as this conversation is happening, you're paying attention to the patient. And you watch as you can see from his emaciated form just the smallest distension of the skin around his neck as something seems to be just testing the tension of it from inside. Just prodding and pushing.
Guys, we gotta go.
What? Why?
There's his neck. It's moving. We have to go now.
You see it
Oh,
too.
so now he's a problem.
Oh God, I'm so sorry, everybody. Holliway looks down at the neck, puts the pistol in the neck, and fires.
You start sending shot after shot after shot from your SMG into this. Or did you also have a pistol?
I had the pistol
Oh,
I
yeah.
took off of...
You send 3 shots into this, and you all see as the legs that moments ago were prodding and testing carefully no longer have any such incentive. Could you just roll me a straight damage roll from your pistol? And I'll give it to you 2 times. So just 2 full shots. Don't even need to make a combat roll here.
I don't know the damage
Oh,
of the
let
pistol.
me
'cause I wasn't-
double check that for you. No, not therapist.
Sorry, I wasn't
pistol.
prepared.
No, that is not your fault at all. That is going to be 1d10 plus 1 damage. So go ahead and roll 3d10 and add 3 to it.
Okay, got you. So, 18.
18 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
These 3 shots and these legs start erupting from the body, tearing the Marine to pieces as there's a final moment of lucidity on his face as he is torn apart from the inside, and it is rapturous joy. And then he is nothing but bits. What do you all do?
Fuck.
I didn't make that happen.
Wiz is just backpedaling from the body and just like crawling, like pushing away with his legs, kicking away from this thing, trying to go to the door of like, fuck, and just.
Do you all turn and bolt or stay and fight?
Reese just grabs the collar of Holliway, yanks him back, and heads towards the door,
Absolutely.
dragging him by force if needed.
Holloway, what do you do
I'm
in that
still-
moment when you feel that tug?
I'm not resisting it, but I am firing repeatedly with that pistol until it is out.
You fire 2 more shots and it runs dry, and we can resolve those 2 shots here in a second once I hear what everyone else is doing.
I'm gonna fire 1 charge from my foam gun to try and slow this fucking thing down.
Ooh, absolutely. Okay, we'll get to that. What about Freeman and Charles?
I am again looking at it for a little bit too long. You know, I'm like a little bit fascinated by what's happening here, but then I pull out my penknife, and I just more slowly back away from the situation.
Got it. All right, Freeman.
All right, so when Reese starts pulling back for the door, I pull my own submachine gun, and I get off like whatever shots I can. I don't know how many shots you're going to allow while trying to back towards the door.
Got it. Okay, so I believe that is everyone's actions. So we had 3 people who are shooting. You can only get 1 shot off each round. So I need a combat roll from Carpenter, Freeman, and Holliway. If you have military training or shooting, that will help in this instance. So you can add that. If you don't, it's just versus your combat score.
And we're trying to roll below combat value, right? Okay.
All right. Who succeeded?
6. Yeah.
Success from Carpenter, success from Holliway, and...
Success.
Success. All right. 3 successes. So the first thing I'm going to do is roll a body save for this thing against the foam gun. As the foam goes around it, it seals in quickly 2 of the legs. But just seconds later, the top ones shred away the foam, and it keeps pushing. That is going to be a stress point. Failed rolls. Sorry, it's the mechanic of the game. And then I need damage rolls from the other 2. So because you're still using the pistol, Holliway, that is 1d10 plus 1. The submachine gun, what did we say? 2d10 for Freeman.
9.
9, okay.
And 16.
Oh, okay. So hold on. Sorry, lots of numbers. When the foam gun fails, the other 2 take advantage of the temporary slowdown to fire into this thing. The first pistol just is deflected by the heavy carapace on this thing, but the submachine gun shot gets through, and there's actually a spouting of blood in response. But it's now its turn. And it rears up and is 100% going after the one that did the most damage. So comes charging right at you, Freeman, and it is not as big as the one that we saw in the garage, quite. But it is still monstrous and large, as it rears up and just reveals the underbelly of this bulbous, fleshy thing as these legs come piercing down at you. 43 will be a success. This is going to be 4d10 damage. Freya, we hear you. That is 13. 16 damage. And that's under average. So, what's your health?
15.
15. So, you take a wound and will then be down 1 hit point from your total. So now we get to resolve something really quick that we haven't had to do before, and that is wounds.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do our armor points do anything for our health?
Your armor points absorb that amount of damage.
Okay. So that means you had 2. You had the same thing I did. You had 2 AP of 2.
So that would, if you have 2 armor points, Freeman.
Wait, my AP is only 1.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah,
okay.
He might have had something different. So that means that is destroyed. It takes 1 of the points of damage, so you take 15, which is still a wound, but you then have your full 15 remaining.
So I take 1 wound, but I still keep my 15. Okay.
Yes. And this is going to be... Hold on 1 sec. I need to double check something. I have to see what type of wounds they do.
Oh, no.
I just have to see. Okay. So we are going to roll on this chart to see what type of wound that is.
What? There's types of
Yep.
wounds?
Then we roll on the wound chart. As this, you raise a hand to block this strike, and you have an immediate coursing of pain, and you hear a audible crack as your forearm is shattered on the left side.
All right. So I got a shattered forearm. Okay.
That is going to give you disadvantage on manual tasks.
Awesome.
That is its turn. What are you all doing? Continuing to run? Holliway, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll do it. I break from Reese's grip, and I'm going to I'm gonna scream, and I'm gonna slide under. So I'm assuming the thing has like gotten on top of Freeman.
Pretty
Like,
much.
How did it
yeah.
attack him?
Yeah, it's reared up
I'm
right
gonna
in front and it is coming.
I'm gonna do that. You know, that slide under, because this is a linoleum floor probably, and I'm gonna slide under, and I'm gonna like no, and I'm gonna stick the SMG up into what I can assume is its face and just unload as much as I can.
All right, roll me. We'll get to resolving yours. What's everyone else doing?
I'm saying fuck the foam gun, and I'm gonna shoot too.
Okay, you're also going to be shooting at it.
Reese is still like backpedaling out, obviously not having him in hand anymore, and take a shot with the SMG while still backing towards the exit of the room.
Okay.
The old man engineer is getting fucked up. If Wiz is gonna help, it's gonna be with this. So he's gonna also attempt to shoot.
Okay. And Freeman and Charles, when he gets back, what are you doing?
All right, so left arm is busted. I still got the right, and SMG can go one-handed, right?
Yes, it can.
All right, so when Soldier Boy slid in there, and he's gonna go fire upwards, I'm gonna aim for that same like mass of flesh that you've been describing.
Got it. Love it. And Charles.
I'm kind of watching all this happening from the door, and I'm like, I kind of raise up my SMG, but I keep watching.
Okay. So you're holding off for right now. Everyone who is shooting, roll me combat rolls. If you have shooting or military training, you can add that. Remember, you're looking for not equal to or below your total. I see 1 success, 2 success,
Wait. I'm success.
another success. Okay.
Yes.
I made that by 1.
4
My
successes.
combat's a 27. I rolled a
I
26.
almost lost by 1 until I remember that I gave my +5 stat to the combat.
Oh, yeah.
Saved it. That's why.
I beat my coward.
Oh, yeah, you
So-
have to do that first. So because of
Yeah, I
Coward trying
beat
to
it.
engage in that. Cool.
I got a 15, so
Okay.
I beat that. And we're doing combat,
Mhm.
so okay. Now
Fail?
41. Yeah, 41.
Okay.
Combat's 37.
It's just that you miss. But that is a stress point for missing in this situation. Now, all of you who hit, please roll me damage.
Ooh.
Wait,
It's just
is
two
that still
D10s,
the
right?
100?
For the SMG, yes. 2d10s.
Okay. Okay, one sec.
11.
Okay, noted.
8.
Got it.
12.
Was that a 9, Jolly? I can't hear you, but I'm reading
9.
lips. 9, okay, and 12.
Mhm.
Okay. You all, with a few of you still pulling back, some of you stop and start to take a stand against this thing just unloading. And it pulls its long legs into itself, covering the fleshy underbelly with these heavy armored legs. Ting, 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 ting. And by the time you're finished unloading your shots, it spreads its legs back apart, rises up to its full height, unbothered. This thing has more armor points than any one of you dealt to it. And armor points only go away once they are beaten with a single attack. They don't go away over time. And not one of you got through it. What are you doing?
Does this thing have eyeballs?
It looks like it has a series of clusters of eyeballs. Not anything that you would recognize as them, but there are blackish little blobs that potentially could be for seeing.
I'm gonna look back at Freeman. I'm gonna look, or like very quickly, I'm gonna look at Freeman and like, and I'm gonna yell, "Run!" Like I'm gonna be like, "Run!" And then like I am going to take my combat knife. I'm going to grab. How tall is this thing?
When it's standing,
Is it taller than
its legs are jointed, and so the center of it sits kind of lower than the peak of the legs, where the joint is. Those legs come up about 5 feet into the air, so it's not taller than a man when it's on all of its legs.
I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to stab it in the eye with my combat knife.
Okay. What about everyone else? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It gets a turn! It didn't get to go!
That sounds like
you already.
Well,
You already
now
put-
one of you
already
knows
won.
what you're gonna do, and I'm so excited for you for that. Where'd my... Oh, right in front of me. We're gonna do a little luck of the draw here. 1, 2, 3. Fitting. Oh. I'm gonna let you know. It failed its combat roll by 2. And it critically failed. As it comes to try to slam down on you, Holliway, and you roll out of the way just in time for it to crash into the floor. It is breaking apart the medbay floor as it tries to tear into each one of you. And it gets stuck in there for a little bit, and it...
That's actually perfect, because now I'm on top of it instead of underneath it.
And so, because it tried to attack
yeah.
you, and it's a critical fail, I will give you advantage on this combat roll. But what about
Okay.
the rest of you? Let's start with Charles.
No. Wow. So Holloway's on the thing, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna lower my SMG and I'm gonna approach. I'm gonna say to Holloway, I'm gonna be like, "You can use my pen knife if you need an extra thing. You need something to stab with. I'm here if you need it."
I love that. Okay. Reese?
Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the combat knife.
Fucking.
You don't have to do anything. You can continue running. That is totally valid.
I did yell run.
Yeah, Reese is going to continue to back away, constantly just gun still trained on the thing that's chasing, sort of, kind of, and constantly just throwing glances over to make sure they're not running into anything either.
That makes sense. All right. Freeman?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with what Holliway said, and I'm gonna be trying to run now, trying to get out of the room. I'm still like paying attention to it. Gun is kind of aimed up at it, but I'm like speeding up my pace to back out this room.
Okay. Carpenter? And then Wiz?
I'm gonna going back to the foam gun. I'm kidding. I'm gonna make sure that Freeman is clear and then reload and fire again.
Got it. You'll be shooting also? And Wiz?
Yes.
Wiz is gonna try to help. As soon as Freeman is clear of the door, basically, he's gonna try to help prop the other old man engineer best that he can to keep running.
Okay. So those of you who are fleeing down the hallway, pulling friends, no need to make any rolls. You retreat, and you just continue to hear the sound of metal squealing as it is pulled apart, shouts from behind you. Those of you shooting or making attacks, please roll that for me.
I can't find what the
No
stuff is
problem.
for.
Let me find that really quick. The penknife will deal one...
It's a combat knife.
Oh, you're not using the penknife. Okay, cool. Hey, I didn't know.
It's here if you need it.
Let's see. So that is going to be a D5 damage, but with advantage. So what you do is you roll a D10 twice, take the higher number, and then divide it in half.
Okay.
To get a D5, or use a die roller that has a D5. But you have to first roll combat to see if you actually succeed. And what about Carpenter?
I succeeded.
You succeed. Okay, roll me that damage.
Yeah. All right. 15.
15 damage. Just bounces off the armor.
It's 2.
2. I'm going to give you all a look behind the board here. Because I feel like in this instance, it can actually even increase the fear with a little bit of metagaming. It has 30 armor points. Which means you have to do, in a single attack, 30 damage to it, or more, to blast through its armor. The only reason you were able to do a wound to it before is because of the specific wording of explosives. It's just a body save. You didn't have to worry about its armor.
Oh, fuck.
So,
fuck.
you all continue to fire shots and stab at this thing. And you are throwing pebbles at a mountain.
But they're gone. Everybody
Your
else
friends
is left
have
and-
definitely retreated, aside from the few who are still lingering back here, being Charles and Carpenter, I believe. So, that means it's now its turn. And it's going to attack you, Holliway. 38 will be under its combat score. 4d10 damage.
Good lord.
Oh, that's a lot. 30 damage to you.
I have 19.
I rolled a 9, an 8, and a 3. You have how much?
So
19?
I have 19 health.
Okay. So then, you are going to take 1 wound and be down 11 through your next 19. And could you do me a favor, Holliway? I think it's more fun if you do it. Could you roll me a d10 for your wound?
4.
4. Okay. This is a bleeding type wound because of the cut. And as it slashes you, you are partially just, your chest is opened. Not enough to get to the sternum, but you have a huge gash. How many armor points do you have, by the way? You only had 1. So you can remove 1 from the total, so it was 29. But your armor is entirely shredded as it cuts you, and you are bleeding. Bleeding is an effect that you will take 1 damage every round until the bleeding is stopped through like patching it with a med kit. But because you rolled a 4, it's actually bleeding plus 2. So every round you will lose 2 hit points from just bleeding out until it is dealt with.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, that brings you all up.
Is it our turn now?
Yes.
So I assume, so I was on top of it for like how this went down.
Mm-hmm.
I was on top of it, I stabbed it. Probably my knife just deflects off of it.
But this attack to you sends you, as it cuts you, sends you flying back against the computer banks, just crashing into them.
I'm going to roll off the computer banks, and I'm going to so I hit my back on the computer banks. I'm still like full of adrenaline. I'm going to just from a crawl to a dead sprint for the door, out the door, and I'm actually heading to the garage.
What direction were the rest of you who are running heading? The garage does have a impromptu door that is open.
Yeah, garage.
Yeah, Reese was
Yeah.
heading past the command center, at least either towards the garage or the armory. So, in that general direction.
So what about Charles and Dr. Carpenter? Since you two were back in the Med Bay area still, what are you doing?
Making sure to get Holliway out there and helping him along to get over that way.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 6 of you go tearing down the hallway, heading for the garage, now brightly lit, and you can hear the heavy rain from outside of the hole that has been, torn into the roll-up doors. And you can also hear the screeching of metal as this thing continues to tear behind you all, and you go sprinting. Could all of you make me speed checks, please? First time for one of these.
Ah. Fail.
Fail, okay. That's a stress point.
Hell yeah!
All right. Pass.
I'm up to a 10 here, guys.
Halfway there!
My speed is 36 and I rolled an 11.
11. So you not only sprint very quickly, you start to pass people. What about everyone else? Any failures?
Fail.
Reese fail, Charles fail, Wiz fail, Freeman success.
10 versus 35. I'm sorry, 14 versus 35.
So we had 2 successes and 4 failures. So Freeman and Holliway take the lead here, and you are, as you jump out of this tear in the garage's roll-up door, you are once again outside. Yeah?
I wasn't going outside.
Oh, okay.
I was going
Yeah.
for the armored vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah. Going just for the garage. Yeah. I'm not going
Oh,
outside.
okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm
you all
going for
tear
the- I'm-
into the garage, and
I'm beelining straight into the armored vehicle. Because you said it was functioning, all the controls on the front were,
Right.
and I am looking to start it. I'm looking to get it started, and I'm because I'm assuming military training. I understand every control on this vehicle. I know how to operate this vehicle, probably. I assume, right?
Because of the current stress, I'm going to ask for an intellect plus military training roll as you run in here and sit down in the controls. What about the rest of you? Is everyone running inside the APC?
100%.
Who goes in last?
I rolled the frickin' 96 for speed.
Yeah,
but
so-
I'm assuming that's because I'm helping carry Freeman.
Okay. So really quick, Holliway, what did you get?
I got an 8.
Success. So yeah, you feel the engine roar to life. You know these controls. That's no problem. We had 4 failures in speed, though. And as most of you have made it onto the APC, whew, that is... I just rolled a 99, which is a critical failure as high as I could roll. So, which is even higher than you rolled on your failure for speed, Wiz. As you are the last one in here, you hear a crashing as this thing mere feet behind you just loses its footing and collides into the wall. And you have enough time to run and get on board and press the controls to shut the door.
I'm just slamming on the button. Fucking spider! Fucking spider!
I immediately gas it. Like, I am...
As you push through and break open the remainder of the bay door, leaving Greta Bay behind you. But as the camera is outside of this, we see that you are being pursued. And as you pull into the heavy rain, barely able to see through the sheets that are pouring down, knowing that thing is almost certainly still on your tail. That's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh,
I knew you were going to do that.
Oh.
I knew it.
I
Hey,
felt it.
I asked y'all a cutoff time. I was told 11 Eastern
it.
and 6 minutes to spare, baby. Believe me, there was something in about like 6 minutes that I also would love to end on, but we'll get to that in the first 6 minutes of the next session. Thank you all so much for being here on the stream. Let me get rid of this rain sound while I'm talking. Not that I don't love the ambiance, but don't really need it. Thank you all so much for playing this game, telling this story with me. When I say it's my favorite thing in the world, I do genuinely mean it, and I love getting to do it with my favorite people. But I do want to go around really quick, let people give one more shout out as to like socials, if you have any where people can find you or any big announcements or anything like that. Mind leading us off again, Jack? Where can they find the podcast and where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find the podcast anywhere on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you find your podcast. Take a little hiatus from Instagram, but also a reminder, Chaos Bloom Theater, which is off South Broadway in Denver, 7 p.m. this Friday. It's right next to the Voodoo Donuts. Come check it out, $5 tickets. Come see the dads, and then Colorado Springs Peak Improv the following Saturday, the 27th, I believe. That's going to be at 8:30. Come check out some sketch comedy.
Yeah. Sammy, any additional ones?
No, well, I still have socials, so follow me at SammyB_DMT, and you'll find all the information for our shows there. The Littleton Comedy Show at the Mirage Sports Bar in Littleton, October 25th at 7:30 p.m. It's a free show, 5 great comics. It's been a fucking blast to bring this show to Littleton when, Denver is usually where comedy is. So, yeah, come on through and check it out if you're in the area.
Gabby, Sean, you two got any announcements?
Thanks for showing up, everybody else. See you when I'm awake from cryo next week.
Yeah, we're gonna go back into Ethan's imagination now.
Yes, all of my figments.
The doctor told him to take his pills, so we'll disappear into the ether till next week.
Mother's little helper. Jolly?
I didn't die, so
I know! Y'all lived!
Maverick, I blame you for this. But no, you can find me Jolly Yellow Nerd on most socials, including YouTube. I don't know if people call YouTube social media or not, but you can find me there too. This is all your fault, Maverick.
I think he's totally okay with that blame for what it's worth. And Cory.
Yeah, same as last week. If it's now airing, the first episode came out last weekend, and the dub's going to be right behind it. Check out on Crunchyroll, MF Ghost, the sequel to Initial D. I'm recording on that this season, and I've got another really cool announcement that's coming. And I found out it's coming later than I wanted it to. It's not in October; it's in November.
No.
But I'm so excited to be able to share that with you. But yeah, check it out on Crunchyroll. Find me at Cory J. Phillips on all social media.
And before I make my announcements, if you're still here in the stream, please don't go anywhere so that we can raid and share the TTRPG love and all of that. But my announcements, you can always listen to all this stuff on Go Buff Yourself. Last time I had the podcast episode out within a day. I don't think so this time, because I've got The Wild Beyond and City of the Crimson Tower all actively going on Go Buff Yourself, and I am loving the direction they're all going. If you want whimsical and silly, where one of the characters makes a unicorn horn out of joint papers, that would be The Wild Beyond. If you want emotional trauma, where you cry, then the City of the Crimson Tower might be that kind of thing, with some also horror, a lot of horror elements in there. But then we got action horror over here. So we got it all on Go Buff Yourself. But those are my announcements. I don't have any cons coming up for about a month, so we'll deal with that then. But we will be back here for the next session, as far as I know, unless something changes, next week, so we can continue this story and see what happens. Thank you all again so much for being here. Like I said, don't go anywhere so that we can raid someone, but we will see you next week. And until then, go buff yourself. Bye, friends.